What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. It's your coach Jimmy G. Today we're here at the training spot facility in Orlando, Florida, and wanted to talk to you about 5 tips on the topic of how to burn stubborn belly fat quicker so that you can get to your goals even quicker for this new year of 2020. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video and take these tips and implement them to your everyday life. And let's get started, right? Cool. Tip number 1, drink water. Oh, water. Cool. So what's water gonna do? Water, guys, like spoken in the previous videos, is your body is made of 70% water. Throughout our day, we're using energy and expending water in our body, whether it's through breathing, whether it's through going to the bathroom, whether it's sweating, you're working out. Anytime that you're moving, you're constantly putting water out into the atmosphere because it needs to cool our skin and our body off. So water, guys, how much water should we drink? So according to the mayoclinic.org, males you're looking at 15.5 cups of water a day, which equals to 7.8. So we're gonna round this up. We're gonna round it up. 8 bottles of water for a male, and for females, you're looking at about 11.5 cups of water. So roughly around 6.5, 7 bottles of water for a female. So what's water going to do in order to help us burn and lose stubborn belly fat? Well, one, your water is going to detoxify our body of all the sodium that we're intaking from our foods, all the toxins and pathogens that we're breathing in our air throughout the day. Water is also going to rehydrate our muscles, our organs, our cells, in order for everything to move smoothly and function and filter out bad stuff that's been accumulating in our body. So how are we losing weight? So water is going to flush out the sodium. Sodium, the salt, is holding on to the water, making us bloated and making us carry all this excess weight that's, not necessary, depending on your needs. If you are very active, very unactive, type of environment you're living in, the type of temperature, all these factors play a role in how much water you should drink. And so how do you know if you're drinking enough water or not? So here's a great one. You guys can use the restroom. Check the color of your urine, okay? If your urine looks like apple juice, then we know that you're not hydrated. But if your urine is clear with a light tint of yellow, that means you're pretty well hydrated then. And you'll know when you're hydrated by the amount of times your body's gonna ask you to go to the restroom. Typically when you're not hydrated, guess what? You're not gonna use the restroom a lot because your body's trying to hold on to that water. So constant water filtration through the body is going to allow you to stay hydrated. So there's tip number 1, guys. Water. How much should you drink? Males, 8 bottles. Females, just remember, 6.5 to 7 of these bottles. Moving on to tip numero 2. Let's go. What is up, guys? We're back here for tip numero 2, which is, drum roll, replacing simple refined carbs with complex carbs. So what is a refined carb? It is your white rices, your white breads, your table sugar, all these foods that have high fructose corn syrup. Fitness realm, there is something called the glycemic index. It is a chart, guys. It's a chart ranging from 0 to 100, and depending on where this food lands on this chart will depend on how quickly or slowly your body is digesting that food, that carb. Why is this all important? Simple refined carbs, guys, it spikes your blood sugar, so your insulin has to come in and bring your blood sugar levels down. Well, coach, why are you telling me this? Well, because if you guys have ever had a big meal, when you eat it and you feel sluggish and crash, That is because you have ate a lot of carbohydrates and your body's blood sugar is now spiking. So now your body needs to bring all that sugar out of your bloodstream to bring you back down. So while this process is happening, you're in a sluggish state. But when you eat complex carbohydrates, you don't have these blood sugar spikes. Your blood sugar is very leveled throughout the day. So why is that beneficial? Basically, every time your blood sugar is spiking, your body has to work harder to pull all that sugar out of the bloodstream and store it very quickly. So if you are not expending your energy or working out, lifting weights, to use those sugars as energy and fuel, you're going to store it as fat. Well, while complex carbs, your sweet potatoes, your brown rice, your quinoa, your steel oats, these complex carbs are going to keep your blood sugar very hardly spiked, and it will continue to stay on a consistent level throughout the day, giving you energy without crashes. So that is tip number 2. We replace our refined carbs with complex carbs, our sweet potatoes, our brown rices, for sustaining energy and keeping our blood sugar levels low so that we are able to efficiently burn that stubborn belly fat that we're trying to lose instead of storing it. So that is tip number 2, guys. Moving on, guys. Tip number 3. So this really isn't a tip. I guess it's more of being aware. Awareness of fruits. Topic is fruits, guys. Eating fruits past a certain time of the day. Now, there's no scientific evidence to prove this. It's more of an experience as to how you're going to be feeling and how much exercise you are doing throughout your week. So you have to be real with yourself. So with fruits, depending on how active you are, it could be beneficial to you or it could not be beneficial. So if you are just very inactive and eating fruits throughout your day constantly, you're constantly spiking your blood sugar. Too much sugar spikes throughout the day with fruit isn't also a good thing. Now, a serving here, a serving there, not bad, but a overindulgence, just like an overindulgence in anything, is bad in fruit, because again, you're going to spike your blood sugars. Your blood sugar is being spiked. It's going to lead to your insulin being thrown into your bloodstream to pull the sugars out of the bloodstream, and therefore that leads to weight gaining, because again, your body is working to pull all that sugar and store it as quickly as possible, so it's storing in all these areas of your body. And if you're not active or in a calorie deficit, you're going to gain weight eventually. So there is tip numero 3, is be mindful of the fruits that you're intaking throughout the day and the amount in which you are taking on through the day. So tip number 3, guys. And so we're moving on to the next step. Tip 4. Let's go. Oh, what's up, guys? Hey, welcome to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is, let me get off the cardio machine. Tip number 4, less cardio. So why less cardio and more weights as tip number 4? And how is that going to help burn your stubborn little belly fat that you have and you want to lose? So that's what cardio stands for, cardiovascular system. So we're working our heart. Not to say that's not important, because that is what's going to provide blood flow to our overall body. But if you want to burn stubborn belly fat and change your body composition, right, to get more lean or to be more fit, whatever your definition of that is, you need to strength train. You need to work with some weights, whether it's your own body weight, whether it's external weights, dumbbells, barbells, but the weights are a necessity for you to change your body composition and burn body fat. Why? Because strength training is going to allow us to not only work our cardiovascular system to a certain extent, but also work the muscle fibers. Each rep that we do, that we're ripping and tearing these muscle fibers, in order to recover them, our body's going to need nutrients. It's going to need glycogen. It's going to need protein, all to recover. And where is that going to come from? Your metabolism, your storages, your glycogen stores. All the fuel and protein and nutrients that we have stored in our bodies is going to be used and pulled in order to recover our muscles. So when we do cardiovascular, we're not really tearing muscle that much. We're really just increasing our heart rate. You know, really getting the heart working, our organ working. But when we tear our muscular system, each individual fibers, in order to recover them and become stronger, we're going to need the nutrients from our body. And also our metabolism, just like cardio, is increased throughout the day so that we're able to eat healthy, nutrient-dense foods to provide us with energy and recover properly. And there you have it, guys. Tip number 4 is lighten up on the cardio and increase a little bit more of your strength training aspect, whether it's body weight or whether it's through the weights. That will help you get leaner, denser body muscle mass in order to burn stubborn belly fat, and you're not just working your cardiovascular system. Boom. Going on to tip number 5. Tip number 5. Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome. So here's tip number 5 is jot down your progress, your journey, whether it is in life, your fitness, any area of your life that you feel is a value to you. Track your progress, track how you feel, track how much water you're drinking, track what you're eating. So it's definitely hard throughout the day, but if you can build these small disciplines of writing down your goals, where you're at, what you did, how much, how many reps, you can now start to see a pattern of where it is you need to adjust course, where it is that you're not doing the best, where you can improve. So it is a big key factor to track your progress, guys. I do this in everything in my life, whether it's my personal development, whether it's my finances, whether it is my fitness journey. Tracking and expressing how you feel on paper, there's power to it, guys. Manifestation is a big thing here. So if you're trying to lose that belly fat, again, tracking these small things can lead to the overall bigger picture and a healthier lifestyle and a more disciplined one. And that is it, guys. So these are your 5 tips. Hopefully you guys use them and utilize them in your everyday to day life. Remember, my name is Coach Jimmy. Hopefully you guys are getting as much value out of this video. So if you have any comments, please leave them down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, guys, thank you for watching. Peace.